The new kids on the block are internet-enabled TVs. TVs with the ability to access the sort of internet you'd normally need your computer to get at. They sound great, but are they actually any good? Well, to find out, I grabbed 3 promising-looking models for a bit of testing. To help me with the testing, I asked along star of Red Dwarf and general all-round tech head Robert Llewellyn. He recently started up a regular internet broadcast called Carpool, which involves offering celebrities a lift and having a chat along the way. So he knows a thing or two about the internet and TV.
So, Robert, presumably you'd be very keen on anything that gets your broadcast over to a wider audience.
Absolutely. No, I mean, you can get video on the internet for quite a few years now, and so it's always been the next step to get it onto proper telly. So if a proper television can actually do that, I'm really intrigued to see. I mean, it's got to do, I suppose, 3 things. You've got to be able to use the internet in some way that we recognise. What the picture quality is like as well, I think is very important, because you know, on a laptop, if you watch one of my videos, it's that big, it's very small. And so I suppose the last thing is really how easy it is to actually use it.
The internet-enabled TVs I've chosen are all HD and have Freeview built in. They have a processor inside which allows them to access the internet. And like your home computer, you'll need the usual modems and routers if you want to go online. They all have to be hardwired as they don't have wireless built in. Bit of an issue if you're not a fan of cable spaghetti around your home.
And no keyboard or mouse either. You've got to control them using the TV's remote.
Not keen on remotes.
First up was a 40-inch LED backlit LCD TV from Samsung. Samsung don't use a conventional web browser, so you can't surf the net at will. Instead, they've developed their own internet software called Samsung Internet at TV. Rather like an iPhone, this uses icons or widgets which connect directly to certain sites.
There's not that many widgets on there, are there? I mean, it's a very limited range at the moment.
No, I mean, there's about 10, aren't there? I mean, they say there's going to be 100 before Christmas, but I somehow doubt it.
However, it was when Robert used the remote to input text that the Samsung really fell down.
This is just liquid agony. I can't get to there we go. That is quite simply the longest tweet I've ever sent, even though it's not many words. I'm on internet TV and 'tis agony. Historic moment, I'm posting that tweet.
Oh, no! Network error! But perhaps the main reason people will buy TVs like these is to view internet telly on a big screen. So that was the next task. Fortunately, we had the perfect festive test, because recently our Gadget show Carol Singers had been out and about, and we'd uploaded our film to YouTube.
Well, considering it was shot in virtually almost total darkness and has been compressed by YouTube, I think that's pretty good.
I mean, I am really surprised at how good that looks. Much better than I would have thought.
So, internet viewing, very capable. Before we move on, we should just check its performance as an actual TV with TV.
A proper telly, yeah.
That's pretty good. That's
well, it looks like a very good quality television.
Well, I think we've well and truly tested the Samsung. Let's move on.
Absolutely.
Our second internet-enabled TV was a Panasonic Plasma.
Now, the Panasonic also uses its own software to get itself online. It's called Viera Cast, and like the Samsung, it's all widget-based.
This TV also offers a very limited number of internet applications, but at least the remote control was easier to use.
So this is like a text input, like on a phone.
Which I think it's easier. I think it's more responsive. I don't know what you think.
That took about, say, 30 minutes less time than it would have taken to do on the Samsung.
Once again, we turned to our Carol Singers to assess internet picture quality, and the Panasonic proved itself as good as the Samsung.
Yeah, the colours are coming through reasonably strongly, and the blacks look pretty black. Obviously, it was in the dark, but
I mean, it is actually quite remarkable. That is really, really good.
Let's try it on some actual TV as well.
Proper telly. It's very, very smooth and very clear, isn't it? The colours are beautiful.
Our final TV is a 42-inch Philips LCD. Its Net TV software also provides a selection of widgets. However, the Philips offers one significant bonus. It has a web browser, which does a reasonable job of displaying most websites like you'd actually see them on a computer.
The problem is you've still got to actually put in an address.
You haven't got a keyboard to do it.
No. But then that means you've got far more access than either of the other TVs, haven't you? Yeah. So that is better. Well, that's quite impressive. I like that.
Again, the TV coped well when our YouTube clip was magnified. So the only thing left to do was check its performance as a regular TV.
I think that's very good quality. I think that works.
Not bad at all. I don't think the colours are quite as good. But
you're very good at telling, you see. I can't tell. It looks wonderful to me.
So, what do you think of internet-enabled TVs?
Well, I mean, as TVs, they're all three are really good. The actual television works really well. It's just that there's some sort of... It feels like there's the internet on it, but there's this huge wall in between you and it, and you've got to go through this agonising process, which is really the same for all of them.
Time for G ratings, based on the TV's internet credentials. And the Samsung just scrapes 2 Gs. Like all three, it has a great picture, but frustratingly few internet widgets. And even these are tricky to use thanks to dismally slow text input. The Panasonic gets a slightly more comfortable 2 Gs, because it was easier to enter text and find your way around. And it's 3 Gs for the Philips. There's still room for improvement, but at least it includes a rudimentary web browser.